Epiphany to action. Insights alone won't move the needle. Action does. Epiphany to action is the podcast for executives, entrepreneurs, and decision makers who don't just want to think about change, but let it.
Yes, beloveds, a happy, happy day. Here we are again this week with a good vibe because we are in a vacation in the Easter season. And you know what? I just enjoy to be here today. So, let's say you're a respected and very, very much respected in the boardroom, aren't you? You're making moves in silence, but online, nobody see you. Nobody can capture a lot of you on the camera. You just disappear like you don't matter. Beloved, the digital world is waiting on your presence. And don't forget, we are living in the AI era. So it's going all so fast. Let's dissolve the blocks that are keeping your brilliance in the shadows, okay? Beloveds, welcome. Welcome to another empowering episode of From Epiphany to Action podcast. I love the name. I guess you do the same, okay? If not, let me know in the comments. And don't forget, the comments aren't there just to be there. You can use it to connect with us. Um, put your questions in there. Put your uh, tip, anything you have to say that's great, that's positive. Just put it in there. On YouTube, okay, we are also on YouTube. We are on LinkedIn on my profile directly. But don't forget, after the session, after the episode, between a few hours now, I mean, like between the finish and a few hours, you can find the recording on Spotify. And we will announce that on the business page as well. Okay. Whether you're tuning in while walking through your day, maybe you're just like me drinking a cup of tea because I'm having like hay fever these days. So I might be sneezing a little bit sometimes. So bear with me. I say sorry from top because hmm, it's just like killing that hay course. So, and in Dutch is hooikoorts and hay fever in English. So, um, whether you're tuning in, maybe you're walking, maybe you're just working, because I mean, like it's 11 o'clock. So you might be working, you might be in a meeting or at a gym. Amazing. Um, it's just the moment you can take to be in stillness and reflecting with yourself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm very glad you just thought welcoming me just like that. But I love it if you welcome me in your heart because I just want you to forget me, because this podcast is life changing. You know my name already. I love to be doing what I'm doing. I love to inspire. I love to teach. I love to guide, and I love to lead. So I'm a visionary. I speak, and I'm a founder of two companies at this moment. And my calling is to help purpose-driven leaders like you move from stagnant insights to powerful execution, from quiet potential. Maybe you're making a lot of income, maybe you just started. So I'm here to help you with that, to make great impact. I motivate you to do that because time is running out. Before time finish with you, you know what I mean. Yes, you have to get it to grab the chance to leave a legacy behind. Okay. Build generational wealth. That's the time you have right now. And it's not tomorrow, it's now, it's today. So I'm inviting you to rise with me, to claim your digital presence, to stop hiding behind your title or team. Okay? You're the CEO. I'm not putting my face out there. I'm the leader, I'm the manager, I'm the supervisor, I'm whatever C level role you may have. So I'm not putting my face out there. Quit that. Quit that. Just grab the minute. I mean, like, it's maybe 30 seconds. Grab that because your message deserve to be felt, to be here, okay, to be heard online and offline, okay. So in this wonderful space that I am with you right now, I do my best to go as deep as I can because I have a few fixed time for the podcast. And we are going to talk about those epiphany moments. These epiphany moments, you have them, and it's not knocking on the door. It just happened in a blink of an eye. I mean, like, you just get it. That those divine downloads, maybe the nudges, the spiritual nudges, the knowing that you get, those shifts that just happened, and you get the transformation like suddenly. That's what I mean with epiphany moments. Okay, what I want to as a result for this podcast in your life as well is to explore which kind of action you can take after those epiphany moments. And of course, it's about everything. I mean, it's about your personal situation, maybe your finances, maybe your business finances, maybe a joint venture that you're about to go through, and maybe you're in the midst of it all, and it's going great. But there are things that need to be fixed or need to be spoken about, and you don't mind have a right or the correct explanation for things or the words or whatever. And I want to just motivate you to give you some inspiration to get there. Each episode of this podcast is intuitive. So sure, I make notes, but I'm not off the notes. So those notes is to keep me in pace. Otherwise, we'll be here for 2 3 hours. So it's a lot of intuitive insights that I'm giving you because I'm doing what I'm doing naturally. Experience, of course, I've learned a lot, but the life experience that I have and the connections that I have and the conversations that I have and will have, those are what inspire me to speak from my heart, to share from real situations. Okay, because I believe real world leadership and experience um, is the thing we all have. But how are you using it? How are you spreading it into this world? From which perspective you're moving? Okay, and sharing practical strategy is one thing that I love to do, because that's what's used to build the businesses as well. And knowing that we are all a spiritual being having a human experience, you might understand that I'm moving always from divine wisdom. I meditate just like you. Maybe if you're not doing it every day, just try to get there, because all those steps, all those little things that you do to nurture yourself, your inner self, is very much valuable to bring you where you have to be as a leader, as a CEO, as the role that you have. It's very, very important what you are doing every single day. Maybe you're a parent, maybe you're moving your business alone at this point, maybe you're trying to organize a team, maybe you're going through very much deep challenges and nobody knows, and you're just fighting that thing yourself, on your own, and thinking I'm not going to bother anybody to ask for help. But I'm here to inspire you now. If you need help, the best thing you can do is to ask. Don't keep it for yourself. Don't say, oh, I'm the one, everybody are looking up to me, so I'm not supposed to ask for help. Please forget that. You're talking from I did it myself many times, that mistake. And you know what, at the end, is it a mistake? No, I've learned a lot by being like that. So now I'm so sure of myself that when I have anything that I can talk about, that I can ask for help for, I do that. And the biggest of most important thing, don't ask for help to someone you might know front of that it's not gonna working, it's not going to work, and that person is not going to help you. Look for people who can help you for real. No, not people who are going to gossip about your situation and this kind of things. um, Use your discernment, I say, by selecting people around you. So understand, I know you understand and overstand by now that this isn't just a podcast. I move on high vibration, and I love to be in that space as well. And I say always, the things that I've been through in my life, you don't see it on my face, because I just see life as a journey, and it's on you. What are you going to do with this, the second and minute that you have to live your life? You can choose to uh, stay in a certain low frequency, or you can vibrate high. It's your choice. you know this space, I give it to you from the space of my heart as well. Hey, that's a good one. And I really want you to, if you feel like you want to embrace it, do that, especially that, because I just move in this energy, and I love to be there as well. And let's say I love to share from that abundance. Yes. So soul alignment is key. If you feel like, I'm very honest, if you feel like this podcast is not for you, I mean, like, don't put any comment. Keep that for you, and just move to another podcast that fits you. Because I know I'm not here to serve or lead everybody. I'm here to lead a certain kind of group of high level, C level people. And that's what I do from the bottom of my heart, as you know. And guess what? It does it bother me if you go? Honestly, no, because I want you to get the best. I want you to get the best that helps you. So if I'm not in that alignment, I'm not relevant for you in your life at this point, I say, just leave, look for what's helping you. The person, the group, the community, whatever it is that will help you get forward. And that's in anything, that's in everything, even in your business, personal life. Maybe you're at a church, I mean, like a member of a church, a club, whatever it is. If you feel like it's not relevant for you in the stage that you are in, the journey you are at that point, oh, please, beloved, just pack in and move on. You're not a tree. You can move. Okay? So I hope I gave you a lot of epiphany already. So the what I'm sharing with you is just divine information that I get, and I love to. I love to be connected with the nature to be doing this. If I had to read this from a paper, things like that, I don't think you will get this spontaneous um, amazing podcast. You will get, I mean, like a kind of performance or something like that. So it's not that scripted, too scripted performance. Let me say that like that. So moving in this space, I hope my voice and your voice can connect. And for me, it's an honor to be here. And high performers like you who are ready to elevate consciously, you are welcome because together we rise. Okay. um Moving forward, let me go to the let me jump into the content with you. I'll be moving today in the three energetic blocks, stopping you from showing up online. Okay, is to shift from fear to power. That's what I'm going to talk to you about. Real talk about on truth, identity and so on, and a call to step into your visible leadership. So, knowing this, I want to share that you don't need a social media manager. You know that by now. I think I spoke a lot at the beginning already. You don't need a social media manager. The one you need is you. You, decisive to do whatever you want to do online. You need courage, courage to be seen, courage to be real, courage to be you, courage to be to touch into your own essence, courage for not copying anything, not copycatting, please, anything. Courage to lead, courage to be the CEO, the leader, the manager, the supervisor that you really want to be. Okay, online or offline, no matter where you are, no matter the time, you just be that person, that authentic you. That's the courage you need to have. Okay. As many of you are following me maybe for years, um, and I'm following others as well. And what I love, I have a certain group of podcasts hosts that I'm following. Most of them are authentic. There are some that I say, oh, that is not. But I love authenticity because you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong being you in your essence. I mean, like, I can say none of us are perfect. You know that. So making mistakes, speaking a word that's not okay, or things like that. I'm going into that later on. It's not okay. So please embrace, get into the courageous energy that you have, that you possess. Get in there to be visible. With the AI, as I said at the beginning, is rolling out and it's already out and it's taken. I mean, like somebody has made. I mean, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I saw one development of AI on a video of someone who just put themselves in another video, and the AI took that and make it just like perfect. If you don't know this guy, you may say, "Oh, it's him," with deepfake and everything. I mean, like it's him. But I saw, and we, a lot of us, I mean, like, common that we saw something somewhere, a few things that might say, "Okay, this is AI." But people, beloved, it's going so fast. It's going so quick, the development. And do you want to be replaced? No, I don't think the AI is going to replace us, as long as we stay on top of our game. But the possibility is there. I'm not going into that now. That's another topic that I'm coming, that I'm going to share with you with an expert in the future, because I think we have to think about certain things. Okay, so let me jump in the first energetic block you have. And the first energetic block is the energy of fear. Okay. As I said, you find you find it like very you can get very anxious entering of putting yourself in front of the camera. Honestly, every vlog, every presentation, every podcast that I do, I have uh, other shows as well. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. The reason why I'm nervous personally is because I have a responsibility bringing out a message to an audience that needs something. I know exactly what I need. I think I know, just as like you. I think I know what they want, and I ask them what they want, and they tell me what they want. But still, it's a responsibility to bring it out there. And you can get nervous, you can get excited about it, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to share that message, because if you're not doing it, I mean, like, you are maybe robbing someone from that solution that only you have. You have the solution that someone around the world need or are looking for. And then, because of your fear, you are holding back on your essence. I mean, like, your wonderful, expensive, and extensive knowledge, without sharing that insight to someone who just need it. And you know what? If that person, that audience, that community member, not it's not coming across your podcast, she will keep going and looking and find maybe a solution, but not the good one that you have in store, you know and that's a pity. So I mean, like, we do a lot of things out there, and for to help you, let me share this thing with you. We have learned through media, through our childhood, through our culture. um, for example, um, that spiders are giving you chills. It's something, but at the other hand, if you have never heard of anybody else that spiders aren't that killing and just that frightened, maybe you might have stayed in that fear. And that's the thing. I'm sharing this information with you right now. Am I nervous at this point? I'm not, because it's just like, I'm like a fish in the water. But at the start, is it, excited? Is it? But if you are prepared, that takes 60-70% of your nervousness, your anxiety away. So, knowing that preparation is a half work. So you don't have any fear about anything, because what you're going to share out there is something you know best. If you are a pilot and you're going to talk about, I mean, like, data, and you don't know, okay, a pilot have to know something about data, okay, but you know what I mean. So if you're a pilot and you're not expert in data, you're not going to talk about data. Okay, don't do that. Just ask somebody else who know about it, and let that person or that expert move into that arena, on that topic. You can take the topics that you like and that fits you, that you can speak easily about. So that fear, please, um, there's no need. There's no need. I hope, I believe, and I might know by now, that with these tips and tricks and anything and insight that I'm sharing with you right now, it will help you to go through, over that fear, and become fearless. Be like your child. If you have children, children are like They go and just do the thing. They are fearless. They are so curious about things and anything. If you look at a baby, if you have kids, you will know a baby. If they see an insect crawling on the ground, they'd go. If you don't say as a parent, stop it, don't do it, they will go and just grab a wasp, or just try to grab that spider, or grab that butterfly, because it's great. It's an exploration. So see it like that. Be invisible in this time. Just go and explore. Go in that, get in that energy of fearlessness. It's great to be there, and it's amazing the result that you can get out of there. So give yourself room and chance to unlearn the fear. Okay, curiousness is awesome. Get in there. The second energetic block that I want to share with you. um okay, I'm going to be very careful how I'm bringing this, um because I'm coming from a space of love and kindness, and you guys know that by now. um but I want to be real. I want to be real, um in what I'm sharing with you. Okay, so the second energetic block is the energy of untruth. Untruth, not true to yourself. Okay, not being truthful to yourself. If I use the word lies, it might be clear, but um, what I wanna let me explain. Sometimes we just tell ourselves a lot of things, um, coming from habits, bad habits, or experiences, good and bad experiences, beliefs that were programmed in us. I mean, like every day, um, um, situations that we went through that formed our personality, our uh, vision on things, and all of that and a lot more, um, can give us a reality that's not true, makes us lie to ourselves, losing our essence, as I've been repeating since the beginning. You know, things like, if you, let's take, I'm getting a example, a easy example. If you like, we are as melanins, grew up with Barbie. Okay, there's nothing wrong with Barbie, but Barbie was always a white, or let's say a light melanin colored doll. It wasn't a black, and black Barbies came in, I mean, like in the 80s. I mean, maybe we have Barbie fans in the community. If you know the story, you know. But my point is, we grew up as girls with Barbie, light melanin Barbie, with long sleek hair. Our curly hairs, we couldn't see it. So when we grew up, a lot, I mean, like a lot of us, you can recognize this one, haven't a kind of identity problem. You want to identify yourself with that sleek hair, light melanin color Barbie. That's not true, because you are a black, beautiful, wonderful girl with curls, or with your trolls, and your tweezers, and all the beauty that you have. So you don't have anything to identify if you're looking at a Barbie. But you have your aunties, you have your sisters, you have and so on and so ever. And then you look at the media, whose the propaganda is always Barbie, light melanin, and sleek hair. So that give you a little bit, I mean, or like a lot of disturbing in your self image. Okay. Um, when you see that when you get older and you learn more and you experience more, you can get over that. But I know a lot, and maybe you know the same. You can recognize and acknowledge with me and align with me in this. Maybe it resonates for you too. There's a lot of adults are having identity problems at this point. Um, Need to awaken in their truth, in their reality. And maybe you are going not. This is not an example for you, but maybe you are experiencing other things in your life that made your self image be blurred. It's not clear who you are. So, for you, is it very, very important to go inside, understand your culture, understand your story. And not all of us, the story is beautiful. And if you're talking about a story and you say, oh, well, all black people are dark melanins are from slavery, it's not true. There's something that I will have a podcast on it in the future. We are not that we are not coming from slavery. That's the experience our great grandparents had, and we carry that, and we have the results today everywhere in the communities, in the nations, everywhere in countries, and you know where you are, what are the problems at this point. We are royals originally. We are from an infinite, highly developed, highly intelligent civilization. Our great great parents from Africa, our ancestors, had another kind of life that we had today. What happened in those 400 years is organized. I hope you know by now. So, to identify yourself with that, it's not a point, it's not real. You are not that. You are so much more. So embrace that if you are the black melanin. And if you light melanin color, know your story. Not the great ones that but all the heroes. And it's not a problem to have heroes, but there are heroes who didn't deserve to be heroes for the things that they have done. I'm not going into that. But go through your story, know your story, and then you can understand. And then you can get into a energy of compassion as well, not to yourself only, but to other people. Then you will understand uh, the realness of things other people are going through. And then, essentially, especially, you will get to your own essence, to your truth. Okay, that self-image is very, very important. What you're going out, what you're putting online, out there. It's a responsibility. It's a responsibility. Know as well that you are carrying a role that's very, very important for the next generation. So anything you are putting out there have to be valuable. Know thyself. Okay? If you know yourself, you will never need to prove anything to be visible. So the second energetic block is the energy of untruthfulness, not having the right self image. So get in there. And when you're sure that, I mean, that your confidence will go sky high, you know, you will, because an example, if you don't know yourself, you are weak. You are weak in your presence. You are weak in everything you're doing in your life. Understand, and overstand it. This. Um, you have to be more confident, and you can get there. It's not impossible. I'm telling you what to do right now. Okay. So the third block that I want to share with you is the energy of disconnection. Um, Disconnected. Early in the podcast, I spoke about it, and I said if I'm not a podcast, you need. I mean, like I say, I feel great if you say bye bye zwy zwy. Why? Because it's not in alignment with what you need at this moment, or what is going to help you making step forward. But if it is, stay. Let me know that you're there in the comments. Ask your questions. Even though in this it's in the recording, ask your question, because I'm going personally through the comments as well. I make time for that because you're important. You're important for me. So and you're important as well for what you can do for the community as well. So the energy of this connection makes that you can show up, because you, maybe you don't know what your community need, want at this point, and it's all a little research to ask. Maybe you can DM a few person, you can make a poll for your community and share it out there. Just posting something asking, what can I help you with if I start, I mean, vlogging, or doing an audio every week of 10 minutes. How can I help you? Because you have people around you who support you somewhere, somehow, who want something from your energetic level, your insights, So, my point is, look where you can connect with your community. That disconnection, it didn't start yesterday, by the way. That disconnection might be starting a long time ago, because you're growing. You are growing. Just a side note, understand that you're constantly growing. If you grow in the right way or not the right way, you're growing anyway. You can stop that. It's change. Growth is change. Change is growth. Or you just don't grow, but there is, well, I mean, like, always uh, a change in there. So if there is disconnection, look where the problem is. Look where the issue is that needs to be corrected, and share your concerns with your community or with your groups. Build relationships that matter. um, I ask a lot. I do a lot of things via DM, WhatsApp, asking what can I do, how can I do, and you do the same. I know you do that. And sometimes it's good to just do a big research, especially when you have a big community. Put a poll out there. It will help you a lot to find the connection with your community, where you are, even your team, if you want to, because maybe you are in a state that you don't want to connect, or you don't want to be there. It's okay. That's it's a choice. But if you want to build something with that community, or with a team where you are, it's good to ask what where you can insert, or connect, to put your energy right there where they need it and they embrace it. Okay. Um, as I said, the relationship have to be valuable, and um, both sides, from both sides, not from one side that you are asking and you don't get response. That's also an answer, by the way. If you ask and you don't get response, that means okay, maybe they don't need you at a topic, they don't want it at that stage where they are. You know, it's all responses that you can get out, answers that you can get out of just asking a question. And don't forget your own energy. Your own energy have to be already there, willing to connect. If you are in energy you don't want to connect, then you already have the answer. You don't have to do any research about that. So you already know it's not going to work. So your disconnection is also um, an answer. Now, what you can do at this point, eh, besides of the the research, putting out a poll, you can start posting frequently. Yes, posting frequently to get the engagement higher. Because if you say to yourself, I don't have nothing to share, um, when I hear audience clients saying that I don't have nothing to share, that comes over like me. What a shame! A whole human being empty. How is that possible? You know that's not true, right? You are full of lessons, full of wins, full of truthfulness, full of knowledge, and a lot more things that you have in you that you can share. And it doesn't have to be always business. It can be something else, something that's bothering you, and you are looking for an answer or a solution. You know, get connected to your community, to your people. Be regular on their face, on their space, in the eyes, in the sight, on their minds. How you put it, I don't know how, but arrange that for yourself to be there. Okay, highlight yourself in the minds of your audience, so when they have anything, any question, and they're looking for any solution, they may think first part that you are the one to help them, to help them that further or find a solution. Okay, so I see that I went a lot longer and deeper in the three blocks. um I share with you on my post that I have something on my chest, and that something is a very positive thing. um Meanwhile, you know, that I wanna share, it's positive for me in this inside, that I dare to get the moment, uh to grab the moment to share, to ask. um yeah, okay, what I have on my chest is I notice, of course, the LinkedIn algorithm is changed, and that I have a lot less view on my posts. And I thought, just as I shared with you a few seconds ago, oh, I don't have connection with my community. And you know what? It's true, because my community is very split. I have a data community, and I have the analytical part of my community is very big, and I have also the holistic part of my community with coaches, speakers, and so on and so ever, on other areas than data. And many of you knows the last few years I've been moving on the data area, as much as I can. And now I'm making a switch to my original me, to my essence, to what I love to do. It's not that I don't love data. I love data. It's very practical. It's very, very, very useful for me, as like for you too. But for me, it's very useful to be in that area and that industry. But I really yearn to go back where I can share this kind of insights, knowledge, invite people like you who love to share on these areas as well, to give the spotlight, to share the spotlight, and sharing, and bringing more valuable information for people like you know um, so I'm going to ask you, if you're still listening at a podcast, please help me grow the podcast. I know the algorithm is doing the job, but I think if you really support me, you don't have to share all the podcasts and every post that I'm putting out there, but sometimes reposting is not advisable on LinkedIn, but you can tag me in a post where you regard to my post or the insights that I share with you, because all of that help me to grow the podcast as well, and to go back to my old views that I have. It was between thousands and 5,000 sometimes per post, but now I barely reach, I mean, like 100. And I say, maybe it's me. And maybe I'm in a disconnection with my community that far, but I really don't think so. I think something else is happening, but this kind of things, I have a legal background. If you don't have facts, you can't speak out. So I know other things might be happening, but I don't have facts on these things. So I put it on that, it might be the algorithm. And if I can get your help, sharing the podcast in your community, you got an insight, an epiphany moment, because that's what a podcast is all about, epiphany moment, and you refer to me to the podcast. I would appreciate that, like, enormously, because I'm in a stage that I'm getting very emotional this time, but I'm starting a new life, and I really want to go forward and do the things like how I love to do it. So I'm building a new life for me and my daughter, and it's just take a lot of effort, um, a lot of asking for help. What I have very difficult to do, but I'm doing it. I'm asking the right people for help, to move things forwards. And I'm not a kind of person that stay long crying those kind of things in the situation. I don't like it. It's not me. I take my time to do what I need to do for healing, and then keep going. Pick up the pieces and move on, because this is the opportunity for me to build something great and something new with you guys listening or watching the videos. So I love to get this off my chest now, sharing a little bit of my truth with you, and so you have a little bit insight of how I'm moving, and what I think about things, and where I need your help. And I need your help right now, because from this podcast, I'm trying to make a living for me and my daughter, and I'm open for great opportunities as well. So if you have anything and you think I can help you with that, just let me know. Share it in the comments or DM me. And if you know me, you can send me WhatsApp as well. Anyway, you can find me through the websites as well, anywhere. so you can connect, to help me go forward. And I'm happy to help. I give from the bottom of my heart, and but I love to receive right now, so I can build this company. It's like I always do. So for closing, that's what I wanted to share with you. What's on my chest. Um, Let me share a word of power with you. It's a little bit longer. It's just an hour podcast. This one is the first one so long, and my team is. I hope they have the energy to edit what needs to be edited as well. Um, so let me close in power. Yes, yes, yes. Um, Visibility isn't about perfection, and it's about your presence. It's about your presence. So stop waiting to be more polished, more perfect, more anything, because you will never get there otherwise. Stop hiding behind your team, your PR, your laws, rules, anything you have that's holding you back. The world needs your realness more than it needs your filters. You know, your that's we the world needs you just as like how you are. So show up boldly and do it now, not tomorrow, not after 2 weeks, 3 months, and so on and so ever. And do not prepare a lot. I mean, like it have to be perfect, as I said. Show up now. Show up boldly and be especially you. So I give you one information that these are words, by the way, that I get during my own affirmation moments. Of course, I can't share all of them with you yet, but I have plans. Yes, I have plans. I love to add value to your life, to your business, to anything that I can add value. So I'm going to give you this affirmation for this week, because next week I will have another great one. You can start with, I am safe to be seen. You know that your words are energy, right? Your words are energy. What you put out there, if it goes and make it for you. And you need 17 seconds. I think I said this before, but I'm going to repeat it again. 17 seconds to change your energetic uh, flow. So use this affirmation in your highest vibration, highest frequency, knowing that you can bring in the change in your own life, in your own business, but also out there. Okay? Let's start again. I'm safe to be seen. My voice is valuable. My story is divine. I show up with truth, not performance. I connect with impact, not perfection. Every time I share my light, I restore my power. Okay? You can repeat it as much as you want. I mean, like 100 k, thousands. You do with it what you want to do with it. This is a wonderful affirmation that is touching. If you go inside, I mean, like if you go in that self love energy, oh, I'm just go and do it. Just go and do it. Okay? Beloveds, we are coming to an end right now. Next week, we are going to talk about, I think like something I don't know out of my head right now, because I don't have a note of it, but it's going to be something about building a digital presence. Okay, um, hold me accountable on this part, because I have to bring it to you. My team will bring the right topic for next week, today or tomorrow. You will have it. And by the way, apply on the event. You can apply and save your spot on the events. Even though you are not there, you will get an announcement, and anything we post on that event. So If you see on our events outside there on the business page, just try to save your spot as quick as possible and share with your community to be there as well. Okay. I'll show you in this next topic, great things that I want to share with you, how we have been doing it the last few years in our companies. And until then, show up online with boldness, my dear beloved. Show up online with boldness, okay? Unapologetically. With love, with truth, with your legacy that you want to leave behind in mind. And for now, bye bye. Enjoy a wonderful day. See you next week.